Channel, Marilyn Raffaelli. Dear readers, with love and compassion we welcome you to our message. We are well aware that many of you are dealing with the effects of clearing old energy as well as issues that come with living in a three-dimensional world. It is a powerful and difficult time to be on Earth, but you were aware of this before incarnating. You knew full well that if you chose to incarnate it would mean descending into a soup of dense energy that would block your remembrance of who you were or where you came from. You choose to come because you wanted to serve. You knew that the higher resonating status of your consciousness and that of others would add frequencies of truth to Earth's three-dimensional consciousness, which in turn would allow access to increasingly more people. Always remember that because you are consciousness with a body rather than a body with consciousness, your consciousness automatically goes wherever you go. This means that you bring the resonance of your state of consciousness into every place and situation even while seeming to do nothing. Being a spiritual light or light worker simply means knowing the truth and living from your highest attained state of consciousness at all times, which in turn will begin to manifest as what is needed: safety and security, abundance, completeness, and wholeness, etc. Mind interpreting and translating consciousness into recognizable form. Some will be ready and eager to learn what you know because they are receptive and drawn to your evolved state of consciousness. However, there are always a few who react with fear and are repelled by light, even to the point of lashing out for no reason. If this happens, give it no power because it has no power. Acknowledge the spiritual identity of the person and move on. These types of experiences have to do with the state of consciousness of the other person and nothing to do with you. Many continue attempting to make the past once again be the present, promoting the good old days as being right and better. This represents a belief in the concepts and correctness of a previous belief system, one that is fast becoming obsolete. In reality, a great deal of those good old days covered up an active underbelly of vicious and harmful activities that caused a great deal of pain and suffering to others, much of which is now being exposed. Much that comprised the collective consciousness of the past is dissolving as increasingly more individuals awaken to higher and more evolved ways of understanding life and the world. Evolution cannot be stopped even by those who loudly rant, rave about, and promote the good old days. Earth is a spiritual universe peopled with sons or daughters of God, and is not the dull, heavy, illusory expression of duality and separation that most believe to be the real world. The people of Earth live in illusion, hypnotized by the material appearances that surround them because it is all the state of their consciousness allows them to comprehend at this time. Learn to recognize the spiritual reality that underlies every material appearance. When you look at a flower, acknowledge the divine harmony, life, perfection, and individuality that is appearing as beauty, color, life, and fragrance. When you see modes of transportation, know that they represent material concepts of omnipresence. When you witness instances of love and compassion, know that it is divine consciousness manifesting through and as those involved. Even when witnessing struggle, lack, limitation, or violence, know that these things reflect states of consciousness yet unaware of their oneness with God. Translating appearances is how you gradually ascend into a higher and more evolved state of consciousness, where at some point translating appearances is automatic because truth has become your state of consciousness and is who you are. Earth is not an illusion as many mistakenly believe. Earth is the real and perfect expression of a divine idea. It is the false concepts about Earth that constitute the illusion. How could an omnipresent God create something not of itself? Love is all that is. Love is all-inclusive and omnipresent because God is omnipresent, and love is the high resonating energetic vibration, pure light, of divine consciousness. Love is the glue that holds everything together, keeping planets in their orbit, making the sun rise and set, bringing roses from rose bushes and apples from apple trees. Love continues to be misunderstood on Earth as being only attraction or emotion. We have stated many times but need to reiterate that love is God resonance, the omnipresent interconnecting energy infinitely flowing between all expressions or individualizations of one divine consciousness God. It is difficult for those living from a three-dimensional belief system to understand or even consider that this one energy is fully present even when being expressed as discord or the actions of one against another. There is only one energy, vibration, resonance, and because God is omnipresent, it is present, but often in conditioned form, in every place, circumstance, encounter, relationship, or situation regardless of how unloving according to human standards the appearance may be. Love as emotion or attraction is the way most people understand and experience love because it is what they have been taught, experienced, and come to believe about love. Love is the omnipresent activity of one individualized as many, including animals, trees, and plants all life. It has been taught that that which you do to another through words, actions, beliefs about, hatred, love etc. you do to yourself. This is true. There are, never have been, and never can be exceptions to oneness. Attaining a higher understanding of love is part of everyone's spiritual journey. It is time and you are ready. We are the Arcturian group.